Morning. Anybody there? Hi, Des. Well, Des, I slept in yesterday, and nearly completely missed this whole stream. I was about an hour and 15 minutes late. I was like panicking, but my alarm didn't go off for some reason. I had Thursday unticked on my alarm on my watch, so I didn't get up. What are we doing? Oh God, that's a good thing. Right, so I've been just tweaking this template. So I'm still chewing at doing more sort of guitars and live drums, live instruments. It's a practice thing, isn't it? So I'm gonna have to think of something, aren't I? Alright then, I'll have some coffee first. Right. Tell you one thing I need to do is I need to change these strings at some point. Oh, just get the foot still. Tune. Okay, close enough. Right, let's flip over to the thing. Right, get some drums. Maybe that. So I think the thing here is, firstly, I'm thinking about guitars like I think like synths, so I'm going for some sort of like arpeggiated line to play against. So I'll either find some sort of a background sound to play against, like another instrument. I'm using the Plenty, just one of his presets. I'll tell you another thing. I'm also using the Bogner Harlow as well, compressor, because I'm doing a bit of tapping and hammering from nowhere on this, which I don't normally do for live playing, but just for recorded. In case I use this, I'm just going to flatten out the dynamics to make sure everything's smooth. So that's sounding good, but then the thing is, like, doing these kind of splurges because I'm playing, is you don't want to, it's hard not to get into perfecting a part, so then you get sucked into that whole thing, whereas I should just really do things a lot quicker. And again. Right, and then I'm just going to try and pick a bit of this. Oh, nice. Okay, I've got away with that. So the thing is, the best way to think about things like this as well is when you record something, is it good enough? You know, I mean, I think if you aim for about in the 70% ballpark, it's good, and it's probably going to stay. And then just move on. So I think we'll just have a look at a bit of bass, maybe, or guitar. Actually, we'll do more guitar. Okay. Whoops a daisy. There we go. See how I go away with this first bar. I'll do it again. Let's try that bit. One more time. It's hard to get the timing where I want it. Second off the last one seemed pretty good. What was it? Like dead early. I'm coming in dead early. time. Okay. Okay, so let's get these note lengths right. Okay. Okay, so it's weird how it comes in, that's why. So a cool tip actually on Ableton is, just so the bass really locks in with the drums, is you can do this. You can, because those drums aren't like totally on the grid. As you can right click and you can go to extract groove, if you don't know this, and then it extracts the groove, and then I can drop that onto the bass. Oops. And get that, stick it on the bass. Right, and the bass is now locked to that groove. Yeah, I'm not sure about this now. So I'll leave that as 1, and then let's go to something else. I'll mess on this bit. I'll make something up on the bass as an alternative, because I'm not keen on what I'm doing there. I'm just going to have a mess about. All I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a feel for some changes. So this is a good way to do it. And then I can kind of start chopping the bass up. Okay, so that's one bass idea. Let's do another one. So this is a really good technique to do when you're kind of getting stuck. It's just to do tons of variations on stuff. Now I'm going to have a look at the original idea. See what I can get from that, because I quite like the changes. Right, so those two parts are quite good. So, loosely in time. So I need some sort of effect that's going to be epic on this, so I'm going to pick this Supermassive. It's free as well. Right. Better check on the comments. I can relax now. Collective sort of better check them out. Okay. Right. You could see the battle, the struggle. Now, luckily, I'm trained to ignore what I'm feeling in the moment. Like, if I have a crap session, it makes no difference, because I'll just keep ploughing on. I won't ground to a halt. Because I know that my opinion is completely and utterly unreliable. Even if I thought this is like an absolutely amazing session, there is a possibility that I'll listen back to it and just think, oh my god, it sounds awful. What was I thinking? Which happens loads, that's another common thing which actually I haven't experienced. We come from late night sessions that where you'd hit the studio and do something, you'd be like, oh, this is just an amazing thing, this is like the best song ever, and then you listen to it back the next day and it's awful. And actually, just pouring a coffee, it's not that tune was awful, to be honest. It's just because your opinion of it's changed, because you've listened to other things, and other things have happened in your life. So what you need's that's why the automatic music making machine's really good, because it just allows you to have that distance from what you're doing, and you can be objective, and you can allow the editor to have his or her say later on in the process outside of the studio. Yes, I mean, there's two ways you can manage it. You can either, get a system together like an automatic music making machine, or you can realise that actually that opinion doesn't really mean anything, and initially, that song came from a phase of insights. This is the other thing, which I may have talked about, is like, the decision-making process, the difference between insight and analysis, and how we can use the two different things. So, like with analysis, that's where you become really stuck on a problem, and then what psychologists say is we hit what's called the impasse, where you can't actually go any further with that idea or problem that you're trying to solve. And what tends to happen is, whilst we do something else and come away from that problem in a relaxed state, like Einstein in the bath and getting hit or whatever, and shouting Eureka and all that kind of stuff, if we do something else, right, what's happening is our brain's still working on that problem, and then what happens is that solution will suddenly appear to us whilst we're out of the studio somewhere else, and we go, yeah, that's it, that is the idea, and then we take that back in, and sometimes that's completely subconscious and it actually comes out whilst you're writing the music. So because there's probably been a phase of analysis beforehand, there's probably a lot of good stuff in that idea. So you just have to kind of roll with it, unless you can kind of have a system where the music's not going to get lost and you can come back to it. The other thing with that sort of insightfulness coming from analysis is like a lot of times you'll get hit with that excitement, and then you'll bring it back to the studio and go, right, that idea was brilliant, I'm going to do it. And you start doing it, and then you soon realise, you know, your whole body just drains and thinks, God, this is crap, it's not working. Well, that isn't true either. What it is when you've had that initial hit of insight, yes, I've got the solution, you get a hit of dopamine, which is like excitement. And that doesn't come back, so you don't actually have that physical excited feeling in the studio, you're just actually left with the idea. But what you got to remember is the idea came from probably analysis, and therefore it's worth kind of acting on. Okay. Yes, so I think this track's going to be loads of fun, adding synths on and stuff. It's going to be great. But I don't want to project too much into the future. Yeah. You know, and talking about the guitar tones, you know, I'm not too fussy. I've just grabbed sort of neural DSP just presets, you know, that are roughly in the ballpark. Just stuff I've stumbled on. I mean, I'm using for the low gain, I'm using the Cali amp, and I've never used that. I've never like really clicked with it, but it serves a real purpose. The other thing I have is, I don't know if I mentioned this before, apart from the low gain and high gain, because I know those they've got low gain and high gain names because that's quite a designy aspect, I suppose, that I'm going to use those for. So they're going to be backing up a bass or something that's already there. It's not like I have to create anything, but everything else has got like kind of almost fun names. So I've got like Crystal, which is obviously the crystal sound, and then I've got things like actually I might put that on the chorus bit. Interest's really good because that's the Tim Henson plugin. Obviously it's got that harmonizer on, it's got weird sounds, so I'll go to that to find sort of, that's the Neural DSP plugin to go for sort of quite obscure stuff. I've got Wild, which is like a nolly kind of indie sound, and you know, so I use that for certain stuff. Not being everything, at some point that'll probably get changed. And then Tune is so one of the things I like to do, right, which is a style thing, is I like to get a lead sound and just do a little bit of rocking on the wah-wah. Really works quite nice, and it just especially if you're holding a lot of sustain notes and you're playing a guitar like a synth melody line or something like that, just gives you a bit of movement to like stop things getting boring. Oh, I'm away now. This is really fun jamming on this. Excellent. I have to contain myself later. So there we go. This like yeah, I'm liking all this kind of shredding indie music and stuff, and coming from a foundation of live instruments is quite liberating, and I'm glad I did that actually, because I always worry if shred's not going to fit some and just sound totally inappropriate. But I think it sounded good there. Right, I keep trying to save things, I know I can't. Right, anybody want to ask me anything about this track? Or anything in general, or any music questions? I've got like a couple of minutes left before I have to get ready. Oh great, thanks Carl. You know, I'm getting away with the sessions for now. You know, but at some point I'm going to fall flat on my face and it's all going to go wrong. Okay, Carl, that's okay. But I'll send it over if I don't use it. It'll probably actually, you know, we need more categories on the Dreamstream, so it'll probably end up there. Yes, I like listening to things like I can't play as well. And then try and just do my own version, you know. I think some of the things I do are quite simple though. They're just like a simple idea expanded. You know, it's like when we're talking about that, you know, the whole sweep picking thing and just the way oh god, it's a bit early in the morning, probably can't see the guitar, but just the way like I expand on things are just, it's just sort of common sense how I like link one arpeggio to another arpeggio, and it's kind of there, isn't it? Another thing that I really like to do is just practice things slowly. I like to practice in slow motion. So I'll what's this? Maybe not that. You know, so yeah, slow. You know, and just see how long you can keep it up for. Yeah, sometimes, well, that's the thing, but it really teaches you how to connect all the notes in a really clean way, just practicing them slowly. Although, it's really important to practice, like, outside of your comfort zone as well. You know. So, I think that's it for today, guys. And, alright, what was I going to say? No, right, well, usual thing. What day is it today? Friday, isn't it? I'm not sure if there's a morning session on. So what did you have ready for today's session? I had nothing ready. Like, all I had was this. This is what we started with. I had to, I messed about doing this. And I was just saying that basically the way I'm starting a track, I'm going to try and stream on Saturday. I want to stream on Saturday, but I'm just not sure actually what happens, because like we'll have people staying around at the weekend, right? Airbnb, it's mint. And so get yourselves booked in. I could do a special like oh hey, there's an idea. Who'd be up for coming for a weekend residential boot camp? It wouldn't be like a boot camp, it would be dead chilled out. I don't like the boot camp kind of thing. It suggests like army, doesn't it, and being absolutely beasted. It wouldn't be like that. So like I have people round on the weekend. So what I do is like I just we'll come down here and we'll stay in the studio, so it means like, you know, her getting up. Unless I got her on the stream as well. But we'd start writing songs and arguing. I know what would happen. I'd play something. She'd go, "Why are you playing that? Play the thing you played before." And I'd go, What did I play before? I've forgotten it." "No, just play the thing you had before. I had some lyrics for that." And then the next thing, I go, "All right, record." And then like, "Oh, I forgot. I didn't hit record. I wasn't sure. Ah, I've lost inspiration now. You ruined it." So it'd be like that. It'd be actually really good for you guys to watch. You know, and then there'd be me going, "Oh, sorry, okay, just like this time I'll make sure I concentrate. Let's just go back and do this song." It's not as good. I had years of it. I tell you what it's like. There was a comedy series called Father Ted, which I did used to watch when I had a TV, and they actually entered the Eurovision Song Contest, and I kid you not, when Father Dougal and Ted are writing a song, you've got to look it up on YouTube, Father Ted Eurovision Song Contest, they do a songwriting session, and we used to smoke as well. This is a great show. The process that they go for writing a song is identical to us. That's what it used to be like. My Lovely Horse, that was it. That was us. Just play that fucking thing round. Yeah. You have to check that out. It's hysterical. The other thing's Mighty Boosh. I mean, that was very much futuristic sailors. That always reminds me of me and Thomas. And me on synths. Anyway. Okay. Father Ted, yeah. Check it out. And that's the process. Except I could do that live, and it wouldn't be a comedy, it would be actual reality. And everybody would be paused, wondering if they need to ring the police to come round and save me. It'd be like on the edge. Maybe that's how I need to have millions of views, just that. Songwriting sessions. I'll think of a catchy name. Alright guys, where's the finish button? Right, okay. Right, so I'll let you know if the stream's on tomorrow as soon as I can, alright? I'll see you later. Alright, bye. Yes, it's her. See you later.